Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour and welcome to a semi-final of the Nuke tournament. So from the two semi-finals and the grand final, I will be casting these replays. So I'm not going to show you the bracket today because there are some spoilers already in there. These games have already been played. So the players that are remaining in this tournament as of the semi-finals are Big SiZe, we've got ViViD, aka Little ViViD here. And then on the other side of the bracket, we've got Shay and we've also got Scuba. So, yeah, 4 players remaining in this tournament. Thought it's worth me following the remainder of these tournaments, of this tournament rather. So, yeah, with these 4 players remaining, the best Nuke players. So, yeah, let's see. It's a Nuke tournament, so it's everything is Nuke versus Nuke. First map is always Tournament Desert, and today here we have SiZe down in the south playing as the Cyan China Nuke, and then up in the north we've got Little ViViD with the green China Nuke. Now, very interesting, both players have gone for a middle supply build order, and then also a barracks being dropped down here by SiZe. So yeah, very samey. I remember like way back, like I mean probably 6-7 years ago, SiZe, watching his replays and stuff, he would pretty much always do this build order, so it's weird seeing it actually back. And also I believe that, oh, this is going to be bad for ViViD, this flamer. Probably should have been a battle master there for ViViD, maybe, and maybe it should have been a battle master there for SiZe. But either way, this flamer is going to get through and cause some devastation. Yeah, maybe SiZe wasn't anticipating the middle build order. Maybe he was actually going to go and flame down that power plant. But I think he struck a pot of gold here, really, because he's causing damage to ViViD here very quick. That supply there is going to go down only just, but it does go down, and that's a really poor start there for ViViD. So SiZe is also inside of this bunker. ViVid's going to get inside of this one, but a supply down already. And he's also gone for a 3 supply build order, as has SiZe, but SiZe had a really positive start here. So ViViD getting overrun pretty quick. You will remember, if you watch a few videos back, that I actually played ViViD in this tournament. I beat everyone up until I met ViViD, and then ViViD absolutely destroyed me. So yeah, Nuke Mirror not my strongest, but I remember if you listen to either SiZe or Xcal when they're talking, they say way back in the day, Nuke Mirror used to be the go-to thing. So they would play 1v1 Tournament Desert against each other, and Nuke versus Nuke would be the go-to matchup. It wouldn't be random or whatever. They would play Nuke Mirror. So yeah, SiZe very experienced in this, so I think it suits him down to the ground this whole tournament. Still a little bit of fighting going on in the middle. I think this Battle Master here will get stopped, actually. That's a big pick off there for SiZe. It doesn't stops him basically taking any economic damage back here. SiZe now dropping down an airfield. He's also killed 2 trucks here for ViViD. So ViViD looking in a very bad way, actually. I think it's going to go 1-0 for Big SiZe. This tank hunter here is going to get flamed down. There's a flamer here for ViViD as well. ViViD hanging in there, considering what a bad start. A lot of people probably would have thrown in the towel already. We've got a few tank hunters here, as well as a few tank hunters over here. Don't know if are they really necessary if you're not going to be dropping a bunker? Wouldn't it be better just to put 1 battle master there if you're afraid of something coming in? But I think it doesn't really matter, because I think SiZe has got this one. His 2 trucks there have died though. ViViD has got 1 damaged battle master. He's on no war factory currently, only on 1 truck here over on the right side. He's now dropping down an airfield. So yeah, just the first 2 units there for ViViD and SiZe basically decided the entire game. A flamer versus the outpost, and the outpost does so little damage to the flamer that the flamer was able to get there and kill that supply, and now SiZe has taken a 1-0 lead. So already SiZe showing his experience in this. I mean, if he used to play it, I think the number banded around was thousands and thousands of Nuke Mirrors. If you used to play it that many times, then that's your like go-to matchup. Like, SiZe is always offering Boyka a 1v1 Nuke Mirror challenge. I mean, if you're always offering people that challenge, then you're probably pretty confident in it, and it's showing there actually as well. So whilst I thought with ViViD was very strong, and actually I think he only dropped like 1 or 2 games, and one of them was to me. I don't think he dropped either any more games, or maybe flawless victories. So yeah, if he loses 1 more, then it will be the most he's lost so far in this tournament. So yeah, let's jump into the next game. So game number 2, again, both players are Nuke. The reason for this tournament is basically Xcal has been the host of this tournament, and like it's called Blast from the Past tournament. So it's basically when they used to play Nuke Mirror against Nuke Mirror, Nuke against Nuke, every single 1v1. Then basically a Blast from the Past means a glimpse to what it used to be. like in the past. So yeah, every single game is going to be a Nuke mirror. So people in the comments on the streams and stuff have always been like, oh, why is everyone taking Nuke? Well, that's the idea of the tournament. You can only take Nuke. It's only ever going to be Nuke versus Nuke. So ViViD has chosen this map because he did lose the first game, and it's a map that he actually likes to go to, which is Deduso. And he's gone for a forward supply build once again, whereas SiZe has actually changed that up. This time he's gone for 2 supplies and 2 war factories. So yeah, in Nuke Mirror, there's like, well, obviously like any matchup, there's various things you can do. I suppose things like USA versus GLA, for example, there's less variety. But in a Nuke Mirror, there's quite a few things you can do. You can either go a super fast helix, you can either do a war factory and a helix, or a war factory barracks bunker spam, or you can do this forward supply build. There's quite a few things you can actually do, which is yeah, a bit different to like a GLA mirror, or a bit different to USA mirror. I think there's quite a bit of variety added into this, and it's from what I've seen as well, from what I've worked out, is very counter based as well. So like the hard counter to the Battle Masters is obviously a helix, but then he starts to make GATs, and then obviously you make Battle Masters to counter them GATs, but then he makes the helix. So yeah, there's quite a lot of counters. Obviously the Battle Masters versus Battle Masters, that works too. A little bit of damage caused to the trucks there, but big SiZe does stop that Battle Master ultimately killing any trucks. Bunker now being placed down on the right side, and ViViD trying to get this aggression on. He might kill one dozer here, and that's what I noticed. If you're quick with the aggression, the dozers for Nuke is obviously left out in the open, and it can go down. This tank hunter here are going to get crushed. Battle Master in the supply lines of ViViD. So if you're going for this 3 supply build order, does leave you a bit thin on the grounds in terms of units, and then therefore a Battle Master can just get in and kill some trucks, and that's exactly what's happening here over on the right side. ViViD behind this is making an airfield. It's making tank hunters, pretty much sealing off this whole left hand side. But oh yeah, actually Battle Master actually did go down. I thought it was actually going to get in, but yeah, it went down. Another Battle Master has snuck through, and there's one here as well. Could he go there and kill some trucks? I think that's where he should head. SiZe does take down that Battle Master, and then over in the supply line once again, this time with big SiZe, taking down 2 trucks. ViViD's Battle Master here. Can now hear a helix, and that is ViViD's. SiZe should now have $150 left if he makes both of them trucks. Actually, he's already started queuing up the trucks. Okay, he's got the trucks. There is a bunker versus bunker here in the middle, or garrison versus garrison. Flamer now being brought in for SiZe. Is that going to be evac? He needs to. Maybe then can come in with the helix, but there is a GAT already here from SiZe, so he has spotted the airfield or the helix. Now going to cause some damage to this helix. Actually, his helix going to have to run away because there's these 2 tank hunters here as well. Now going to go back inside of this garrison, and he should be able to focus down this Battle Master now, which seems a little bit out of place here for ViViD. So yeah, Battle Master does go down. A few units there going down as well. I think they were both off SiZes, both going too close to these bunkers and therefore going down. SiZe now coming in with 3 Battle Masters. He's got a GAT here as well to scare off this helix. Helix is now gathering up the tank hunters once again, but has it got enough HP to fight this? I'm not quite sure that it actually does. So yeah, looking pretty good here for big SiZe. Outpost in the supply line. Remember, ViViD is a supply ahead though. 3 Battle Masters over here now, and that helix is taking out the GAT. Very, very low though. It's actually on fire. And I think now this supply might actually go down with the explosions here from the Battle Masters. Just needs to be careful of the helix though, because the Battle Master explosion will damage the helix. And you see the helix has got a very, very low HP now. Flamer here taking out the supply now, ViViD. So yeah, looking quite bad for ViViD at the moment. I think he's got 1 damaged helix, which is his main unit, or his main force here. But his front entrance has been bust open once again by the Flamer of big SiZe, bringing in the outpost as well. The helix has not even been repairing this whole time, but it is now. But I think it's a little bit too late from little ViViD. SiZe back at home, pretty much untouched. I mean, he lost a couple of trucks before. But yeah, is that just a build order loss? Is it too risky going for the 3 supplies in this massive wide open map? Because it is a lot wider than like Tournament Desert from the looks of things. Yeah, it is a lot wider and a lot more entrances in and stuff like that. So I think the 2 war factories actually does work pretty well. And if someone's going 3 supplies and you go 2 war factories, you can just punish that. And that's exactly what big SiZe did. So yeah, 25 units destroyed compared to 16. Big SiZe outperforming ViViD in that case by quite some margins. Yeah, GG goes 2-0. Jumping into game number 3 then, we have Snowy Drought, which is always good to watch for the Nuke mirror. Obviously, I took part in this tournament, so I've been trying to rack my brains over the last few weeks, like what is the strongest build order to do in general on this map. I kind of always thought that a 3 supply build order over here and then dropping down some bunkers here was the strongest, but obviously I got knocked out of this tournament, so what do I know in terms of Nuke mirror? So let's see what big SiZe, the master of Nuke, is going to do here. He's going to go for 2 supplies. ViViD also looks like he's going for 2 supplies. He's dropped down that barracks to do a waypoint scout. I've got a video on a waypoint scout, so we basically placing the waypoint down here and here to make sure what build order SiZe has gone. He'll also drop down a waypoint here just to make sure that SiZe hasn't gone for a forward supply, forward war factory or whatever. Big SiZe is changing it up. He's gone for war factory barracks this time. Maybe the bunker will want to be around about here, and I think that should stop most things from actually getting into the supply line. And ViViD has actually gone for 2 supplies and 2 war factories, which seems to be all around a trusty decent build order. Yeah, interestingly, SiZe actually put that bunker a little bit further forward than I thought. Thought it would be more around here, so you could protect a little bit of here as well. Not completely watertight. I think a unit could come down here and actually go left. But it is sealing off all that area, so still pretty good. SiZe behind this has done a war factory barracks into a later airfield build order, which is another common build order that you see. Interesting to see how this will work out though against the 2 war factories of ViViD. Battlemaster versus Battlemaster, they should suicide on each other, because even if you get the first shot off, generally the explosion will then kill the other one as well. So yeah, it's a 1-for-1 trade. So they get exactly the same amount of XP. Another Battlemaster passes another Battlemaster. This one's probably going to get intercepted by the outpost here. And then the Battlemaster over here for ViViD has just gone straight into the bunker. I wonder how many guys are actually inside of that. It's actually 5. He's actually all 5. Over here, SiZe's Battlemaster going to be chased away. Has taken a little bit of damage. And this bunker is going to be left unloaded for now until this next one comes. So now a propaganda center being built by big SiZe. Helix coming across the map, and I don't... Oh, actually, as I say that, I thought there was no GATs out, but actually there is a GAT out already. So it's nice composition here for ViViD, exactly what he needs to counter this of SiZe. 3rd supply now going up for ViViD as well. And a barracks. Maybe he's going to try and get a bunker here on the right side. Helix still flying around, but there's nothing that he can do right now unless these Battlemasters go too far away from the GATs, which they are doing. Helix does come in and picks off 1, almost gets a 2nd. Yeah, that army does definitely need to stay together. But now, SiZe's Battlemasters probably could come in, suicide themselves on these GATs, and then maybe the Helix can come in and get some damage done. So that's a 1-for-1 trade there so far. But the outpost there does go down as well, so it's basically a 2 Battlemasters for SiZe. 1 outpost, 1 Battlemaster there for ViViD. Another supply going up for big SiZe. And does he have a Lotus yet? It doesn't have a Lotus. Still only 1 Helix. Lotus is out now, but it's all the way over on this side of the map. Would it have been better to drop a barracks there and maybe the Lotus from there? Save a little bit of time. Possibly, but it would have cost you an extra $500. Bunker there is going to get cleared out by SiZe's Flamer. Helix probing around, trying to find some kills, and it is going to find some Battlemasters once again. Caught out in the open. Battlemaster going to try to get in the supply line, and I think it will actually. Might even kill a dozer, but actually, is that a nice box? I don't know. I think SiZe didn't really micro that. I think it could have actually got inside the supply line and killed 1 dozer, maybe 1 truck as well, something like that. But the truck's here. Currently not collecting. You know, SiZe getting his tech builders now, getting his oil, getting his refinery. And ViViD keeps leaving his units like out in the open. Like we said before, the gas are countered by the Battle Masters. The Battle Masters countered by the Helix. But ideally, if the opponent's got both, you want to keep your units together so they fight together and protect each other. But ViViD keeps seeming to leave his units out separately. So like he's sending Gats versus Battle Masters. I mean, this is okay. He's got the ECM, he's got the Overlord there. But he just keeps leaving units out, either free pickings for the Helix or free pickings for his Battle Masters. SiZe comes in there, takes out one dozer and the bunker. Immediately ViViD now dropping down a CC. So that's a good pick off there because you're forcing your opponent then to build a CC, which costs him 2,000, which probably means he's going to have less tanks out because he's now needs to drop down that CC, but prematurely though, because he's nowhere near level 3. So a little bit of a forced situation there on ViViD. SiZe now amassing his army of ECMs and Overlords. ViViD just probe in the middle, trying to see what he can get done, but unfortunately for him, SiZe does have more Overlords. He's got an equal number of ECMs as well. SiZe's got these Helixes, and we can see SiZe has killed more. Probably mainly with those Helixes, which is now on 1,000 XP. Bunker here will get cleared out. ViViD has just got his subliminal messaging. $500 upgrade from the Propaganda Center. Very, very worthwhile getting. And the Lotus there has been found. If SiZe dropped down that outpost there on purpose to find the Lotus, he did find the Lotus regardless, and now SiZe's Lotus actually coming in as well as his army, but deciding to bail and go back a little bit. ViViD now choosing to move his army over to this right hand side, but the Helixes are probing around. 2 Overlords coming in for big SiZe. Does he want to take that fight or go back? Because there is a bunker here. There are a number of ECMs. It seems like a bit of a mistake here for SiZe, but is he going to commit to it? He's actually changing his mind with those units. ViViD now going to come through this little choke point. I don't think that's a wise idea, because if you come through there, all units are funneled into single file. And then all of these tanks here for SiZe could just turn around. Whilst there are ECMs here, it's no match for these this massive amount of Overlords here. So ViViD seems a little bit outplayed here once again. Bunker here going down. I mean, if he loses this area, it's going to be a massive uphill battle. I think it already is an uphill battle. You're seeing SiZe destroying loads more. One Overlord for ViViD. Looks like it will get picked off. ViViD having to bail. He's made a nuke cannon. Might be one way back into the game. A nuke cannon won't kill the Overlords that easily, but it will kill the ECMs and the Gats pretty much in one shot. So SiZe does want to be careful. One Overlord there of SiZe is getting disabled. And is ViViD going to commit to kill it, or is he just going to leave it? Looks like he's just going to leave it actually and let that Overlord off the hook. I don't think that's a wise idea. Definitely think taking down that Overlord when you're this far behind, any unit you can take you will get. SiZe gets let off the hook. Artillery now coming in for big SiZe. SiZe is not known to be one of them potluck players who will just try and artillery here. He will go for something guaranteed, and in that case he does go for the trucks. Yeah, some people would like to do a potluck shot, and if the army is there, you probably win the game with one artillery shot. I think it's worthwhile actually, because there, yeah, sure, he killed 2 trucks, but if he'd have shot there, he probably would have killed a chunk of the army, maybe that nuke cannon there as well. But yeah, ViViD actually a little bit short of cash. He's been kicked off that supply, and now his trucks are dead. We've got 2 nuke missiles out. Actually, the first one is from ViViD, so maybe we're going to see nuke mix. SiZe still pushing at this entrance. There is a nuke cannon here. What is SiZe going to do about that nuke cannon? Probably just one of the Overlords needs to splinter off from this group and just take it down. That nuke cannon is a little bit too close to my liking. SiZe's going to turn around and actually focus it down. Is he going to focus the Gats down and then bring in the Helixes, or what's going to happen with these Helixes? Currently just chilling over here. SiZe basically did a 1-for-1 trade there with the nuke cannon with the Overlord. Over this left side, that supply has gone down. Nuke mix coming in. Overlord does go flying a little bit. But now the CC is actually going to die before he even gets to level 3 probably. So yeah, not looking the greatest for ViViD. CC taking a heavy beating. ViViD trying to repair the CC as fast as possible, but is the CC just going to be gunned down regardless? Oh, SiZe making a mistake there. Choosing to actually run away there with his Overlord, and the CC was so close to death. I think he could have killed it. But regardless, he's got Overlords now here camping outside the airfield. SiZe on 12k. Nuke comes in, does some damage, but it's not even remotely enough to take down the Overlords. Airfield is going to go down. The War Factory here going down. ViViD is completely being torn apart here. Helixes are in here as well. Carpet bomb coming in, and might be shot down by the Helix. Maybe. Probably not, actually. Nah, so the supply there of SiZe will go down, but I mean, he's almost on 20k. Does it make any difference at all? Artillery now coming in. Kills 2 trucks, but does it make any difference at all? SiZe almost on 20k. I think he sometimes does this just for a bit of mind games on the opponent, because when the opponent quits out, sees the enemy has so much, it's just a little bit of mind game. SiZe is quite capable of producing units, but I think he's literally just playing around. The answer is he doesn't need to spend that money to win the game. That's quite as simple as it is. And then, yeah, when you both quit out, he sees how much money you're floating. And yeah, the mind games. The SiZe has literally not even made his trucks back here. Not made this supply. So yeah, looking very, very poor for ViViD. Carpet bomb coming in now on the CC. Will that take down the CC? Nuke being sold. CC goes down. ViViD hasn't even got enough for a new CC. Interestingly, SiZe's cash has barely gone up at all. It's only because he's only got the oil that's bringing in any income. Nuke mix coming in. I mean, if he just takes out that one gap, well, that's it, GG. Yeah, SiZe there deliberately not spending any cash just so he can show ViViD who is the king, who has the most cash. That's my view anyway. Otherwise, he would be spending it at all times if you were under any threat. So yeah, 3-0 so far. Really fantastic performance so far from SiZe. Let's see what ViViD can do in the next match. Okay, so next game we are on... Oh, I forget the name of it for a second. Desolated District, I believe it's called. And the bottom left, we have Big SiZe with the cyan China Nuke. Top right, we have China Nuke also. Of course it is, because it's China Nuke mirror tournament. And we've got ViViD with the green China Nuke. So yeah. Another one of ViViD's map picks, I believe. I think SiZe chose the Snowy Drought map. ViViD always dropping down this barracks so he can waypoint scout. Let's see if SiZe is actually doing that. Is he waypoint scouting or not? Construction is complete. Don't think he is. He's just waypointed there. He hasn't waypoint scouted. So yeah, very, very interesting there. And he is going for an oil build. So he's done a barracks first, changing it up once again. From ViViD, we've got 2 supplies, 2 war factories. Tends to be his go-to build order. Apparently, that's what he did just in Snowy Drought. And the other ones, he went for the middle build order. So SiZe's build order is basically 2 Red Guard, 1 Tank Hunter into the bunker, and then he's also got the capture upgrade, obviously, for these oils as well. It's going to make another Tank Hunter. It's going to probably go inside of that bunker. I mean, ViViD's micro when he gets close to the bunker hasn't been the best so far because he tends to just run into it. I think he probably, if he goes straight there and then straight past, I think he could go past. But if he goes too close to this bunker, allows SiZe to fire on it, then it might go down. Let's see. SiZe evacs his Tank Hunter for a second. Battlemaster versus Battlemaster in the middle. Okay, that's a big moment and very lucky for SiZe actually there, stopping that Battlemaster from going past without taking any damage. Back here though, this bunker filled a little bit slow and that Battlemaster has managed to sneak through, but SiZe is here with his own Battlemasters and will take that down. But meanwhile, SiZe has got both oils and doing some harassment here on ViViD. So far that is looking very good start for SiZe. Like to be 2 oils ahead at 2.5 minutes is a very, very big moment. 2 trucks there have been picked off. ViViD behind this going for an airfield. I think you can just see SiZe's experience in this, the way he's just changing his build order every single time, and yet executing it flawlessly. Like already at 3 minutes, I already think SiZe is going to win this one as well, just for having them oils. The thing that might change things is actually ViViD's Helix, but how far is that off? Because he's taking economic damage here. Battlemaster versus Battlemaster here, and ViViD might now be surprised to actually see these Red Guard actually capturing these middle buildings. He did go to try and stop that, but SiZe's Battlemasters have actually proved a little bit unstoppable there, and actually SiZe is now pushing forward with this other Battlemaster. He could go in here and suicide his Battlemaster on the 2 tank hunters, or he could just keep pushing and try and deal with more trucks. It looks like he's going to do exactly that. So yeah, if SiZe gets these 2 buildings as well, what's going on with that one? Was that one died? I thought it was a guy inside the building or something, but no, he's died. Battlemaster does go down. SiZe has not got the repair bay actually. Flamer here from ViViD, and Outpost here from ViViD, so he's trying to take out them oils. SiZe is continually spamming on these 2 war factories. He now has an propaganda center as well. I think one thing you can learn from SiZe in these nuke mirrors, what I've seen so far, is you don't have to necessarily tech up that quick. You can continue to spam tier 1 units kind of at will. And obviously, eventually your ECMs and Overlords will come out, but he spams a lot of tier 1 units, overwhelms the opponent. He's done very big economic damage with that. Like, attack too quick and your units cut out, and then you might not necessarily be in as good a position. But yeah, ever since them oils were captured, it's looked very, very good for SiZe. Is he going to bring more units here to capture this, either a Lotus or the Red Guard? Yeah, I think a Lotus is the best and safe choice because you can capture both of them buildings. Not only will you stuff repair, here comes the Helix now, but there's 3 Gats out, so SiZe knows this is here. Of course, he scouted the airfield before with that Battlemaster that ran past, and now this combo here for SiZe actually doing pretty good work against his Battlemasters as well. Yeah, so SiZe's composition is just all around. Look, even a Flamer here now to bring down this war factory. SiZe's composition all around is just superb. I mean, I don't think he's taking any damage at all. Is he taking any economic damage? I don't think so. ViViD has killed both of the oils. ViViD's Helix now coming in. Try and clear this up. So I suppose this is where SiZe has been caught with his pants down a little bit. He's got no Gats here now. Ooh, as I say, that one does arrive, but SiZe has lost all the front of his army, really. One Flamer trying to sneak through now for ViViD. Probably will kill the barracks, but really, what damage is that? Oh, it doesn't even kill the barracks. That's insult to injury. Helix does go down. Supply here going down for ViViD as well. So yeah, looking pretty rough again for ViViD. He's only collecting on 1 truck. Because the mines have spawned there, it will mess with the way they move around. They do go longer. You'll never really get a perfect supply placement with that. With the mines there, it just messes with the ways the trucks move. So yeah, Lotus is here. We've got Outpost finding the Battlemasters. Even though that trade wasn't really that good there for SiZe, he's already completely overrunning ViViD. ViViD doesn't have anything left, really. He's got a Dozer here in the top left. I mean, apart from that, he's got 1 Battlemaster that's just been produced, but he's about to lose his War Factory. ViViD just quits, and actually the War Factory now belongs to SiZe. So GG. Well played for SiZe, looking extremely strong, and he takes it to 4-0. Okay, jumping into game number 5, this is match point. I forgot to say at the beginning, this is a best of 9. So if SiZe reaches 5 wins, then he will close this out. But yeah, ViViD needs to win now 5 in a row. So we've got SiZe in the north. We're on Summer Arena this time, and he is playing with the China Nuke, of course. Also with China Nuke down in the south. Little ViViD in the green. Barracks first here for ViViD, followed by 2 supplies. Interested to see what SiZe is going to do this time. Is he going to change it up again? War Factory Barracks, is that best here? I don't actually know. War Factory. War Factory, War Factory. Didn't expect that, actually. I thought with these choke points there, a bunker here would be pretty nice, and especially with all these garrisons. But who am I to question? SiZe is seemingly the king here so far. So, yeah, apparently 2 War Factories is the build order of choice. ViViD has gone for tank hunters here in the middle, and he's gone for a quick third supply as well. Now, this can work, I think, if you can get a bunker here and block off that right-hand side. SiZe now dropping down a barracks as well. I don't know if that's going to be a few tank hunters. To try and grab these strong buildings here in the middle. It is going to be a few tank hunters, but I think he's going to be surprised to see actually ViViD already has them. Buildings. There's been a bunker drop down here on the left-hand side. Outpost has evac'd, what, one or both guys? Yeah, both guys, actually. Now SiZe can safely drop down a third supply. Battlemaster has snuck through. Actually went through the right and then through the mid and has now finally gone down. A bit of success there for ViViD. His first unit there has also gone down, so I think that's a 1 apiece so far. But ViViD seemingly ahead now because he's already on that third supply with 2 trucks, whereas SiZe has only just expanded to that. TNT has been placed on that building just in case the flamer stays close to it. It will cause a bit of splash damage. But either way, SiZe has cleared that out. And actually, that flamer almost going down, combined with the TNT, combined with the Battlemaster putting the shots on. SiZe has now got a good vision here. You see, because that outpost, you can see a vision there. A good vision. And then the bunker has now finally gone down. Battlemaster for SiZe just looking around on the right side. Helix is now out for ViViD. I think this is looking pretty good for ViViD. SiZe does have 1 GAT. But this Helix should be able to fly around and surely find something. I mean, it's going to take longer to kill that flamer, which gives SiZe a bit more time to react. It pretty much kills these instantaneously. But this flamer will have to be chased a little bit. Take a few more shots before it goes down. Not as quick as the Battlemaster's is quite. So, yeah, that flamer does get gunned down. But this GAT now going to chase it away. SiZe now dropping down a propaganda center. ViViD also dropping down a propaganda center, but he's ahead. ViVid's ahead in kind of every way. He's got probably, you'd say, a better presence here in the mid, but SiZe has a better presence here. But the Helix is already out. His propaganda center's ahead, so I think ViViD is ahead in every way at the moment. Okay, Helix now coming in, but it is pretty low, and SiZe's GAT is there. There is a Lotus here as well. SiZe now fully established in the middle. He's got loads of units here, just kind of chilling. I suppose showing us how to deal with the Helix. Just kind of park your army all together, benched up. SiZe now capturing the oil here on the right side. Lotus has been discovered. There is an ECM here as well, so that flamer can be disabled and shot down. But ViViD, because he had the tech advantage, because he got the faster propaganda, he's actually got overlords quicker, of course. Now wants to push through the middle. But SiZe dropping down a bunker. He's also sending an ECM pretty much to his death. That's a mistake. Ooh, but it is going to be saved. Only just, though. The explosion there. Taking it pretty low. ViViD actually focusing down the oil SiZe has just captured. But SiZe has already got this oil as well. I don't know if the Lotus from ViViD actually went down. Oh no, it's over here. This Helix could be shot by that GAT. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it is. Even from where it was just parked. But weirdly, it wasn't shooting. SiZe now going to grab hold of this bunker. That's going to be a little bit annoying, but they're not even going to get in time, are they? Yeah, they are going to get in time, actually. Yeah, that'll take a little bit of time away from ViViD, and his whole army is over there on the right side. Well, meanwhile, SiZe is like, screw this, I'm just going to go straight in down the middle. Dozer gets picked off. Tank and his here are all caught with their pants down, no, not inside the bunker. And now ViViD desperately running back to try and scramble some kind of defense, but where will SiZe go? Will he can either turn and fight this, he can either just go over here and suicide his army for killing these buildings, or he can just go over here, kill this bunker and get out. He's got a few choices. Currently, he's just trying to run away and probably will kill the bunker on the way and get out. Subliminal messaging is lacking for both players, but meanwhile, SiZe has got a presence in every part of the map, really, including in ViViD's base. Here in the middle, another wave. Here on the right, another wave. He's got the oils. One oil there for ViViD. Nuke missile is even up for big SiZe as well. But this ground fight, though, is that going to go in ViViD's favor? I think it is. Combined with this Helix coming in, the army there has been, in the middle has been wiped out as well. So suddenly, is this flipping in ViViD's favor? Suddenly, it's not looking so bad. That said, though, his Helix is running pretty low. There is a Lotus. Going to capture the CC, but where is that nuke cannon going? Oh, it just packed up in the wrong point because it could have killed the Lotus, I'm pretty sure. But he does have to scramble the defense over here because there is a flamer here taking down some stuff. I don't know if that was a... I think it was a bunker, wasn't it? Overlord's here fighting it out for ViViD. And SiZe, Nuke comes in. Sorry, the Nuke MiG comes in, tries to help. Didn't really help that much because the Overlord's still pretty much almost on 100% HP. Of course, with the subliminal messaging, your army heals at twice the normal rate, so you definitely want to get that upgrade. But just $500 for your army to heal twice the speed of normal. That's exactly what you want. A $500 upgrade. It upgrades pretty quick. Nuke MiGs come in, completely nuke this building down to just a load of rubble. SiZe has expanded to the middle, just over here with a single supply. ViViD has this oil, so this is the closest game we've seen so far. I think SiZe is probably considered now ahead because he's got the super weapon, he's got the nuke MiGs up. He's not made any helixes during this game. Don't know where that nuke missile was going. SiZe comes in with the nuke MiGs. Does shoot the oil mostly though, but the oil does get captured there. SiZe now expanding in the middle again. Carpet bomb coming in. Is that going to be on the army of SiZe? That's a very decent carpet there for ViViD. It completely annihilates that army. So is this ViViD's chance to get himself on the scoreboard? I think it is. Looking very, very decent for him. Nuke MiGs come in once again. Kill mostly GATs and ECMs. That supplied area is going down, and ViViD is ahead now in terms of XP. Carpet bomb comes in. That is an excellent carpet. Amazing carpet. Kills both trucks as well as the supply and... what was that? A barracks, I think? But SiZe with these nuke MiGs, will ViViD be able to take down the airfield? I think he is because the artillery is coming in. Nuke MiGs once again come in and do finish one of the overlords. Ooh, SiZe is going to let his MiGs die. That's a mistake there from SiZe. He should be dropping down a new airfield somewhere on the map. As I say that, he's dropping down another supply on the left side. How is SiZe going to deal with these units now? He's got a Lotus in the base. He's going to capture the power. ViViD has a GAT here already. It's going to be close. Has to sell the power. He's rebuilding a new power. ViViD doesn't have very much money at all. These... where's the Overlords gone? Oh, the Overlord's actually being brought back. So SiZe collecting from the mid. That supply has been mined out. He's got extra trucks here that he needs. He could pull 3 of them and get him collecting from over here. Mine drop, I guess that is. Yeah, mine drop on the trucks. I don't know if ViViD did that on purpose or not, but yeah, suicide in his trucks. The Dozer should come in and try to help out that situation, but has ViViD got enough to win here? I mean, with these two overlords looking pretty strong, Battlemaster comes in once again. The SiZe picks off the dozer. Gonna pick off one more truck, maybe even both of them. ViViD's economy is completely wrecked. SiZe does have this oil over here on the left. He's got an extra supply. He's got 3 extra trucks on the main. Over here, only collecting on 1 truck. ViViD now trying to expand to the middle. But interestingly, yeah, ViViD's ahead in terms of XP, but somehow SiZe is looking in a better position. But it's just these overlords. Like, maybe ViViD needs to capitalize on with these overlords now. And was making that nuke the right decision there for ViViD? Because what can he really do with that? He hasn't even got an airfield for AvMigs. He's not going to be able to fire it until 4.5 minutes. He's even going to survive that long. Would it have been better to make some ground units so he can actually make some action happen? But with that being said, though, he's actually making something happen. We've got a new airfield up there for SiZe. So yeah, he could have 2 extra MiGs if he'd have built it before they landed and died. But yeah, they did die. And SiZe now capturing the power instead of the nuke. Very, very, very interesting. But that, you can pretty much guarantee that leaves ViViD now on low power. So he loses the mini-map. His production reduces. And I think he might actually kill ViViD there because that flamer coming in on the CC. SiZe is happy to lose this area because ViViD's losing his old base, it looks like. Supply there being captured. Flamer is going to kill this war factory. It looks like there is a nuke ready to fire. Where could the nuke land? Let's see.
We have launched our nuclear missile. A beacon has been placed.
Wow. SiZe even beaconed it for us. We didn't even need to look on his view. He even beaconed it. I don't know what to say. I think SiZe is just too strong in Nuke Mirror because throughout all the games we've seen so far, like SiZe had an epic start and then that just kind of led to him just closing out the game and winning the game. But in this one, I think ViViD actually had a better start, and like kind of the midpoint, ViViD actually looked stronger, and even now, he's actually killed more than SiZe. So someone let me know in the comments, how has SiZe closed that one out, even though he's killed 700 XP less? Yeah, very, very interesting. I suppose whilst you killed 700 XP less, I suppose of that you have killed, he's probably killed more important things like killing buildings over units, or yeah, I don't know. Very, very interesting. I think just watching SiZe playing Nuke Mirror, you just see the experience come out. I don't even know what his trick is because he changed his build order every time. I think he's just got such an in-depth understanding of Nuke Mirror that from playing all those tens of thousands of games back in the day, that it just leads him to just be pretty much untouchable in it. So yeah, there will be obviously a grand final, so I will cast the replays of that as well. So I just banned the mic. There will be a grand final, so it'll be SiZe versus the winner of Shay versus Scuba. So I'm expecting fireworks on that one, and I'll be casting those replays very, very soon. So yeah, GG, let me know what you thought of this one. Let me know who you think is going to win in the grand final, and see you in the next one. GG.